Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy. It's Campanella's Motivation coming to you on this Wednesday morning. Usually go to one of my spots, but apparently I got here before the park rangers. So we're going to take it to you live and direct from here, right? So I just want to go over a few steps that I live my life by these days, right? That have helped me out tremendously. And maybe they can help you out. I know somebody's watching this video, they can definitely help you out too. The first step is that I always put God first, right? If you're not a believer in God, if you're atheist or agnostics, just believe that there's a power greater than yourself out there, right? Because there is. And if you don't believe that, you better start. Because, I mean, come on, man. There's definitely something out there that's greater than yourself. If you have loved ones that pass away, then speak to your loved ones. Believe in your loved ones. But always believe that there is a power greater than yourself. Because I lived my life for so many years not thinking that. I mean, I always had a belief in God, but I never had the spiritual connection, right? Until a few years ago. And since I have had that permanent spiritual connection, come to places like this and contact my higher power, my life has changed dramatically for the best, right? Number two, if you're gonna fail, right? Fail big. You know that old saying, go big or go home, right? Fail big, man. Don't be afraid to take risks in your life, right? Set goals for yourself, set boundaries, but you gotta make sure that you've applied discipline and consistency to achieving your goals and your dreams. Because without discipline and consistency, you're just spinning your wheels, you know what I mean? You gotta remember, don't confuse movement with progress, right? Don't confuse movement and progress. And what I mean by that is you could run in place all day and never go nowhere. I mean, it's a fact, right? So don't get them too confused because, you could be doing a lot of things and getting nothing done. And that's confusing movement for progress, right? So number three, and how I live my life basically, you could be as successful as you want. Right? You could have all the money in the world. You could have all the personal belongings in the world, right? But you got to remember, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. And that's a fact. And I actually heard that on a Denzel Washington speech that he was doing. And just think, you could have everything in the world, right? But you'll never see a hearse or a U-Haul behind a hearse because you can't take everything with you, man. Just remember, if you have that spiritual connection and you have that, if you're financially successful with your bank account, people could be miserable, You got to remember that. You got to be happy all around. You got to be happy in your personal life, your work life, in your relationships, commitments. I am beyond successful with what I have going on in my life. All right, but you got to stay humble about it in the same time. You cannot run around really egotistical, and that's stuff that I fight, on a daily basis too, because I used to be this egotistical SOB, but I've learned to be humble nowadays, and I've learned to cherish the things that I do have. And last but not least, basically what I do on an everyday basis is, I say thank you for the things that I do have. I say thank you for the things that I have already, if that makes sense, right? All right, I say thank you for the things that I have, the oxygen I breathe, the clothes on my back, the family I have, the job I have, the people in my life. But then I also say thank you for the things that I already have, just don't possess yet. All right, guys, and this is something that I've lived by for the past 2.5 years, and it's brought me a lot of success and wealth in my life. And I'm just hoping that it'll reach out just to one person out there today, and it'll help you out too. It's your boy, it's Campanella's Motivation. Hit the share button right now. Let's carry these videos all across the internet. I got a nice following right now, and I love each and every one of you guys for following me each and every day. Keep your head up if you're struggling. I love you, and have a blessed day.